Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Mountain Bike Q&A. I almost messed my name of my own show up because we were having a little technical difficulties. I lost my mic or something happened, yada, yada, yada. Guys, this backdrop, I've got tons of stickers from all y'all. I just haven't had time, or I was telling Alexis, I'm the laziest human being alive. I will get these up. You know, I have to make a video. That's probably why I haven't gotten it done yet. But enough about that. Thank you for coming back. I do want to thank JT, the Dusty Dutchman. He just sent me a shirt and some stickers the other day. I really appreciate that. JT, awesome guy. Go on and check that chat after you watch this one and listen to this one, of course. Gear Girl, Alexis. I met her out at Sky Park. What was it, like a month ago? Just a fantastic personality. I met her through Mia, the Women's Mountain Bike Network, mutual friend, and we hit it off. And I just thought she was just a great human being. So without further ado, let's just bring her on. Shut me up. Alexis, the Gear Girl.
Hey, Johnny, how's it going?
It's going good now.
Yeah, right.
We had that little issue, but that's what's fun about podcasting.
Oh, yeah. I'm great with electronics.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't be doing a podcast at all.
Oh, no, you're doing great.
Let's go over here to the chats real quick. Start it off. So my wife is turning off the Love Island for this. She watches that. I don't know if you're into reality television.
Yes, I have seen Love Island. It's a nice. Hey, Mia.
Okay,
Women's MTV in the house.
We're just going to go ahead and end this chat with you watching Love Island. My sister's here. The party can start.
Nice.
Who else we got here? We got Trail Monster.
Nice.
What's going on?
What's up?
Thank you. And, of course, the one and only that brought us together.
Yes.
Mia,
Lauren, Women's MTV Network. Awesome.
Life
people.
O'Reilly, MTB. You didn't miss the first comment. You're in the first section of comments. You're here to see Alexis. And she's outside. How awesome is this? Trail Pimp Medi. I got to meet or talk to this guy the other day. He's
really?
a great supporter of these podcasts. Thank you so much, brother. And it was so awesome talking to you.
Very cool. And breathe.
Don't want too much dead air for the Spotify. And I forgot to mention that, folks. I am on Spotify. So if you could go on there and do the comments. A comment would be great, or one of them little star things that you put there. That'd be awesome. Oh, Life Right.
Generation Mountain MTB. Love their apparel. I need to get a shirt.
I just got one. I should have worn it. I'll wear it next time. Sorry, brother.
Yeah. I was gonna get it at Sky Park and I forgot. So I got to get one.
It's a nice gear. I was lucky enough to get a little break from work. Thanks for coming on and seeing Alexis. Look at her. Is she not? Look at her. Look at all that hair. I would pay big money for that lid. Look at that.
Oh, for my hair?
Yeah, it's great.
I always wanted to have thin hair when I was younger, but thank you. I appreciate it now.
No, appreciate hair. Yes, do that.
Yeah.
Hold on, okay. Sorry, I'm all frazzled from
You're
earlier.
fine. You're fine.
So where are you at? You're outside. Where are you out outside?
I'm in Pasadena right now, Pasadena, California. So it's about maybe without traffic, 20 minutes outside of LA.
Without traffic.
That's
it's like the world ended. Kind of.
Yep.
I lived out there.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. Yeah, it's and it's never changed. It never changes the traffic here, and it's kind of a running joke. Like any place you go within the LA area, it usually takes about 20 minutes. So yeah, every place within reason, 20-minute drive.
Well, I met you out at Sky Park out there. What was it, San Bernardino?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Yeah, San Bernardino area. Yeah, Sky Park up in Sky Forest in the Lake Arrowhead area.
Oh,
Really fun park.
yeah, but we flew in, my wife and I flew in, and it was a 3 hour because we got in late. Our plane was delayed.
Oh, geez.
3 hours from LAX to Sky Parkish. We stayed at that hotel
Yeah.
in that little village.
You guys were in the Lake Arrowhead Village, right?
Yeah, we're in the lake area.
Yeah.
We were at the resort there.
Uh-huh.
3 hours.
What'd you
Oh,
think? Yeah.
I just the mouth, the cursing. I live in Miami. It's not like the traffic is any better
I was
here.
gonna say, yeah.
Oh,
Atlanta, which is where I lived previously, Atlanta, Miami, and LA probably kind of could be in the same realm of traffic chaos, I think, possibly.
God bless you. Sky Park. Now I met you at Sky Park.
Right.
You drove from wherever you are to Sky Park.
Hmm.
So you live in Pasadena now. So what do you do out there in Pasadena?
So I do part-time, I'm a part-time mountain bike instructor. So I instruct with, I do private lessons, but I also instruct with, it's a company called Ninja Mountain Bike Performance.
Uh-huh.
Their headquarters are based, actually, they originated in San Diego, and their headquarters are actually based now up in Oregon. And they're all over the country. It's really cool. I teach mostly fundamentals, and I assist in jumping clinics, but it's really cool because yeah, they're everywhere. If anybody's looking for a really solid, awesome mountain bike instruction group, they really know what they're doing. And it's really cool too because the instructors have to either be certified through a couple different teaching organizations. Either one is called BICP, which is taught throughout the United States, and then there's also PMBIA, which is it's more global. So, but you have to have one of those certifications to teach with them. So it's a cool company to work for.
Wow.
But, yeah.
That's awesome. So you get to do for a living what you love to do.
Part-time, yeah. So I'm in between jobs right now. I do some remote stuff for my dad's company, but I'm currently looking for some other. I've worked in many bike shops throughout since about 2006 was when I started working in the bike industry. So so I'm looking for another gig part-time to kind of offset the guiding.
This is awesome. I mean, you're really dived into biking. When did the biking, the mountain biking and all that start for you?
I started riding when I was my dad kind of forced me into it as a kid, which was kind of funny because it's like my dad is he's an outdoor enthusiast. So he always wanted to take me out riding when I was a kid. And he loves to climb hills, which I absolutely hate. And if you see any of my joke videos, I'm always like, I hate climbing, and I know you have to do it, and it's just part of the sport. But I'm not the strongest climber. There's always room for improvement on that one. But when I was a kid, yeah, he would take me riding, and he would always just want to climb hills, and I would throw my bike down and be like, I hate this, and just like, I hate you. And then it's funny because as I got older, I started to just fall in love with the sport. And after high school, which was about 2001, long time ago, back in the old days when I was a young child. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. I started racing in mountain bikes and road bikes probably in around 2006, 2007, just recreationally. I never got far or anything, but yeah. So and then like I said, I started working. I started working for REI. That was my first bike shop job.
Wow.
And then I've done many other jobs in the bike industry. I worked at a bunch of shops. I worked for a couple of manufacturers as a sales rep. So I've been doing it for a while.
Jeez.
Where'd you go?
Oh, messed up something. So yeah, your dad forced you to go up a mountain.
Correct.
And since then you were like, thank you, Dad.
Well, maybe not
Well,
thank you, but no, I'm joking. Yeah. We'll see the joke. Now I just school him on the climbs.
wow.
Cause he's getting older. So yeah.
Got that. Also, God bless, God created e-bikes now.
Yes, he did. She.
Have you gone into that yet?
Yes, I have one. It was at Sky Park.
Oh,
I was so anti e-bikes for the longest time. I'm like, I'm never going to get one of those. And then I remember I was actually working an event and a demo event, and the Shimano rep was there, and he's like, actually, it was a little bit of a situation when I was helping kind of facilitate and lead rides at the event at the demo. And I'm wilderness first aid trained, which is just essentially like if there's anybody needs help on the trail, I can assist. I'm not a paramedic or anything, but there was a rider down on the trail and they're like, we need help. And I went out with my coworker to ride out there. He was insanely faster than me. And I was just like, there's no way I can hold your wheel. It's just not going to happen. I mean, I love you, dude, but we need to get out there, but it's just not going to happen. And the Shimano rep was awesome. He's just like, hey, take one of my e-bikes. You'll be able to keep up with him. And I got on that thing, dude. And I swear I was like, oh, I could get used to this. That was my first. Yeah.
Oh, they got me the YT while I was out there.
That's right. Yeah, you were on that YT. That thing was beautiful.
It changed
What'd
me.
you think?
It's like I can't afford. Yeah, there's I all bills and stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna change something real quick with my camera, folks. If you don't mind. You don't mind? Thanks for not minding. I know I'm working with a new camera. Every time, now I'm all choppy. Am I choppy looking?
Either that, or I've spiked this wine.
There you go. You spiked the wine. Okay, I'm just going to keep it like this for now. It's a new camera, folks. I apologize. There's always something, but yeah, that changed me. Like I was saying, I was just pedaling. I was going up a mountain, just pedaling with one hand on the bar, just talking.
Yeah. And you were having a great time. You were like a big kid. You were just like a kid in the candy store. You were so stoked.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it right now. That was such an incredible day. Am I wrong?
Such an awesome event.
I'm not kidding with that. I was a kid in a candy store. It was like there's all these people that I've looked forward to meeting and seeing in 2D for the longest time, and that I've met through this.
Yeah.
I mean, did you get to see a lot of people that you've been kind of like wanting to meet?
Yeah, for sure. People that I've content creators. And that's what's so funny too, is because, I told you, I was living in Georgia for the past 4 years, and I didn't come across any of your content till Mia from Women's MTB Network invited me on the podcast for Ride and Shine. And then I started looking at your stuff. I'm like, how did I not see him? Because you're hilarious.
I was the same way. Stop it. You're the queen. But
you're funny. You're very funny.
Well, that's another thing we'll talk about. And there's so much. You are so fascinating watching your Instagram and stuff like that. But that day was really, I didn't know where to go. I don't know if you were like that. It was like, dude, I really didn't technically ride a lot.
You didn't?
Yeah, I mean, I did, but I didn't. Like I rode Arrow and Sleigh.
Yeah. Oh, those are both so fun.
I didn't. Those are the only two trails I rode.
Yeah. Oh, oh gosh, and I apologize to anybody who rides Sky Park. I'm just getting to know those trails. So like Snow Summit, Sky Park, they're awesome, but I don't know every single trail. I know there's Comet. That's the one that's really chunky. So one of the guys who works there, he's like, yeah, it's kind of like a DH course. It's really chunky. There was definitely a few sections where I had to put a foot down. I was like, but that's, if you like that chunky tech steep with some ladder bridges, that's a fun trail. But yeah, I like Sleigh. I like, I love Sleigh is one of my favorites.
Arrow,
so far. Arrow, I love Arrow. Yeah.
Oh, this camera, folks, is driving me nuts. It's got like this auto iris thing going on. Anywho, yeah, I loved Arrow was my favorite of the two that I rode. But like we'd go down and you stop and all of a sudden I'd see somebody.
Yeah, for sure.
It was such a great event, and what a great park. Now you're learning that park. Trail Pimp here says, are you a Summit or Snow Valley kind of rider?
I haven't been to Snow Valley yet. I want to go, especially before the season's out. I really love Snow Summit. I actually, Mia and Lauren from Women's MTB Network, we went up there
Mhm.
probably a couple weeks ago and rode it for the first time, and oh, it was a blast. It was a blast. It's so fun, and that's what's so cool. It's being located here that there's two really awesome parks within an hour 30, maybe 2 hours driving distance from Los Angeles. It kind of blows my mind sometimes. I'm just like, whoa, because
Yeah.
I'm originally from, I was born in Santa Barbara, which is down here in Southern California, but I was raised up in Northern California I was raised in a town called Nevada City, which is close to Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
Do you know where that is? Lake Tahoe? Have
Yeah.
you heard of it? Yeah. So I was
Yeah.
raised in Lake Tahoe. So I spent most of my life in Northern California, but my family's in Southern California. That's why I'm down here right now. But yeah, I mean, if you live in San Francisco, in the San Francisco Bay Area, which is where I lived for a while, you have to drive probably like 4 hours,
Oh
three,
no.
4 hours to get to Tahoe from there, which is where all the really good mountain biking is. That and also Downeyville has that's
Yeah,
some
I've seen
amazing.
videos
Yeah,
of that. Yeah.
that's where I grew up riding was Downeyville. So actually, really quickly, said I hated hill climbing. So at Downeyville, for the most part, you can shuttle one of the main runs that they do there, which is, I thought, gosh, I'm going to butcher this. I feel like it's like 18 or 20 miles of descending.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah,
Yes,
it's
Trail Pimp talked about that, I think, at one.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
once you go up, you're just descending forever.
oh, Johnny, it's ridiculous. You have to come ride that. That's where I grew up riding, and it's just like, I mean, it humbles you. It is some really amazing trails, but it's funny because you can shuttle it up to the top of this area called Packer Saddle, or you can, if you're really masochistic, you can ride it. And of course, my dad didn't want to shuttle. That's cheating. So,
Oh, come on.
if you see, dude, you have to see if you do ever go out and ride and shuttle up this thing. It is this steep, windy, hot, exposed road to get
Yeah.
to the top of the saddle. And I was probably about 13 or 14 when I did it for the first time. And I was just hating him.
You have the energy. You were a kid.
Yeah. Dude, you got to
Still.
see this. It's like this. It's like this. There's this one point where you get like you're not even halfway up the climb and you get to this one turn where it's probably like, oh, the grade's probably like it's probably like a 13, 18%. It's just super steep
Start
grade.
walking
And
it.
yeah, and it's just like, oh, that's why it's like if you can shuttle that thing,
There,
you're gonna be liking life much more.
there was I when I lived out in LA. What was the place called? Chesborough. There was a mountain bike trail, and then we had another one where there was like there. I heard that it's where they shot the show MASH, and there was an
Oh
old.
yeah, yeah.
What are those places?
I'm blanking. I'm sorry.
Oh, but yeah, it was all like half of it was walking.
Yeah,
You walk up and then you spend like 10 minutes getting down. And then it was like, okay, let's
right.
go to the car.
Yeah, right.
It's like, go to the car. All this
Yeah,
walking. Yeah,
yeah. No, yeah.
I can't climb. Now you said you lived on the East Coast
hmm Yeah,
before.
I lived in so my ex-girlfriend and I, she's from Georgia, actually she's not from Georgia, but her family's in Georgia, and we lived in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And actually that's another thing too. I want to, for anybody listening that hasn't ridden in the Southeast. I mean, I think people, when they think of the East Coast and Southeast riding, they think maybe of Pisgah of North Carolina,
Yeah.
and I didn't necessarily move there for the riding, but dude, when I got out there, even though there's not, yes, being a Californian, there's not a lot of elevation gain, but there are some fun trails out there. Like I was saying, and even like where you are, Markham, Virginia Key, Quiet Waters, Alfaya, just all these cool trails in Florida. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, it's so cool that I got that opportunity to live out there and experience that, because, and even in Georgia has a really cool mountain bike scene. It's very, and they're really able to they're able to work with what they have, and they make some really cool stuff.
Oh yeah. I
So
tell you, people, and thanks to YouTube and social media and blah, blah, blah. People understand now that there's actual riding here in the Southland, if you will.
yeah,
Oh, Cheeseboro,
but
Palo
Cheeseboro,
Camaro.
There we go.
Yeah, I used to ride there all the time on
Wow.
my Cannondale M300 with a Rock Shock, stupid 80 millimeters of travel. That thing. What was your
It's in
first?
Santa Monica. Well,
Yeah,
what was my first
yeah,
adult bike?
well, yeah. When you first started really getting into mountain biking.
Specialized rock hopper.
Yeah.
That specialized rock hopper. I think it was the comp model. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was lucky. I think that thing was probably about 80 mil if I was lucky with the
Yeah.
little, the little spring loaded, you know.
And with the
Yep.
little rubber bushings on
Yep.
the
Little rubber
outside of it,
bushings. Yep.
keep
Yep.
the
It was
dirt
blue and
out.
white. Yep.
Whatever happened? And did you have bar ends?
No, I was
Okay,
told
you're
by
not
my
that
friend.
old. Yeah,
No, I
you're
definitely,
young.
no, I'm 40. No,
Baby.
I definitely, yeah. I had bar ends. Yeah, I had bar ends at first, but then my coworkers are like, "Oh, those are, don't put those on there."
I want to bring
Um,
it back.
I know they're coming back. I mean, have you seen like bike packers and people that are touring? They're coming back, and now it's not even just bar ends. It's like bar ends and then bar like little holders for like inside the bar, and it's just all these crazy
And
setups
the
now. So
bash
they are
guards
making
on
a
the
comeback. What's up?
I was thinking the bash guards for your knuckles.
Yeah, yeah.
People are
Oh
using
yeah.
those now.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going on Amazon tonight after this. I'm getting some bar ends.
Yeah. Okay. What's the company? Oh gosh,
I love
I'm
the
trying to think. I'm trying to think of the company you should look up because once also too the reason I'm called the gear girl is because I have a little bit of a gear addiction. I like
yeah.
to
You
test
like this?
things and try things and retry things and talk
Yeah.
about it ad nauseum. So, and like I said, I call myself gear girl because I think I told you, I don't know if this is appropriate for YouTube, but I was thinking of calling myself gear whore, but that would probably have not been.
Cancel. That's
That
like
would
my
have been
wife's
probably.
little name here, MTBTNA. I said, just use it until you get canceled.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. Oh no, we're talking about the older bike. Yeah, I mean you're still younger than I am, but I've had a few rock hoppers. And
Nice.
I just now went. I'm 51 years old. I just now went full suspension because I live down here. And
I approve
TV
gear.
Tank is in the house. Nar, buddy. Thanks for joining in and watching. I keep wanting to bring it on, and it's downstairs outside on the table.
Yeah.
I have a Thud Buster.
Yes. Dude, those are awesome. Those are awesome. They do the job.
If you have a hardtail.
Yeah. Yeah. Or if you have a touring bike, it's great.
You had
those things are great.
Oh God, I was gonna like just give it away on Instagram as a little goof because I mean I no longer need it, but I thought I was the only one that ever used one of those.
No, oh God, no, not out here. You'd be amazed at the contraptions that my coworkers and friends and people I see on the road have come up with. No, I think that thing is still. If they don't make it anymore, I'm not sure if Cane Creek makes it, but if they do, if they don't make it, it's still alive and kicking on bikes.
Yeah, I just sold my rock hopper and I took it off because I figured the person who's buying it would be like, "What? What is this? What's?"
They're gonna be. Is that an early dropper?
No. Oh God, my wife. Not a dust buster. I don't know if you met. Did you meet her out there?
I did not. She was hanging out, I think, at the hotel, just chilling,
she's a complete goof. You think I'm goofy? She's gone.
Oh no, that's awesome. That's the great part about how you two collaborate.
That's how we work. She watches and tells me what I need to do better. So going back to your biking and bikes out there, when did you go forward with a full suspension? You've had rock hoppers.
I still love riding hardtails too. I actually just built up a hardtail. I love and I say that to people too, as an instructor. I say, because when students show up with their hardtails, like, oh, this bike, I don't know if it's good enough for this. I'm like, hardtails are great, and that's how I learned to ride a bike. Because with a hardtail, what's so awesome about it is that it teaches you how to ride. It teaches you how to pick your lines. It teaches you how to just be more specific, and it teaches you how to learn technique. and it's just also, it's just fun. There's a simplicity in it. And yeah, I had a hardtail for a long time and I still have one. And I think I got my first full suspension. Yeah, it was a Rocky Mountain Element. 2007 was my first full suspension.
Rocky
And
Mountain.
yeah, good old, I love Rocky Mountain.
It's a good bike. My
Yeah,
buddy had one. He had a hardtail and he's 20 years old and he rode it till the day he died. He
really.
yeah, he just loved that bike. He was like, I can do everything everyone else is doing. And I didn't, you know, I got a 20-year-old bike. And it's comical. You bring up a great point, is that it really does teach you how to ride. Like
Yeah,
really feel the dirt and the bumps and know how to handle it. And
yeah.
then now with again, I've just this year got a full suspension, and it's like cheating. I feel like sometimes
No, 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 dude, it's not cheating. Not at all. I
it
don't
feels
think.
good. It
Yeah,
feels
it feels great, especially, I mean, especially on, you know, certain parts, certain terrain. It's just like, it's so much more forgiving, you know, and it's almost like, and same thing goes to when someone shows up and they're like, they'll say the exact opposite. They'll say like, oh, I feel like I should have been on a hardtail. I'm like, you know, it doesn't matter what bike you're on. It's all about the learning experience. You know, you could learn on a hardtail, you can learn on a full suspension. It's just like, you know, it's not, it doesn't have to be one or the other, you know, both are great.
both are great as long as you're having fun on it. Doesn't matter what you're doing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mike Mitchell's in the house. Run Bike Mike. Yo, what's going on, brother?
What's up?
Saying hi to Alexis here, the gear girl.
Not too
So
hard.
I want to talk to you about, because again, we both just met each other and
Yeah.
we're learning about each other. And I dove into your YouTube, and you do have some South Florida riding in there,
Yeah.
quiet waters. Being from California and then all of a sudden riding something like Quiet Waters, and you haven't ridden it in a couple of years, I would say.
Oh, I was out there, but actually I was out there a few months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah.
What's funny is I've never ridden it.
Oh, really?
I rode it. Well, that's a lie. I rode it with my buddy, and we went late, and he blew a tire, something with the valve stem, yada, yada, yada. It started getting dark. We didn't finish it. They just built a new section called Stage 4.
I heard about that. Yeah.
You got to Google it or YouTube it. It's fantastic. But talk to me about how you went from mountain biking in California to riding in South Florida.
Dude, I have to say, like I said, I have a blast out there. I really do. I think, like I said, anybody who's used to riding on the West Coast, not just California, they'd probably be like, wow, there's not a lot of elevation gain or descent. But it was fun. I mean, it's funny. I had to get used to the, that's not, what is it? It's not coral. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like shark.
coral.
Coral. Yeah. I had to
Yeah,
get
it's
used to the
coral.
coral. And because it is in that very swampy, lakey part, I was always scared that an alligator or an iguana was gonna come out of me. By the way,
Yeah.
what is it? It cracks me up because my ex-girlfriend, I remember the first time I saw two iguanas just running across the street, chasing each other, and I was freaking out because I'm not really reptiles kind of creep me out a little bit. And my ex-girlfriend's just like, she's like, oh yeah, they're everywhere. I'm like, what do you mean they're everywhere? It's a giant lizard. What do you mean they're everywhere? And she's like, oh yeah, they're overpopulated here. I'm like, oh, I see.
Oh yeah. No, the parking lot of where I work for a TV station that's on an island out here.
Yeah, yeah.
And every day I go in and there's like 20 4-foot iguanas. They scatter as my car goes through. There's another place we ride out on near Virginia Key. When my wife and I go riding together, we'll just do a little street ride or whatever. We go through this park, hundreds.
Yeah.
Just basking in the sun. I should.
Yep. They walk kind of slow too. They have that and they kind of slowly kind of check it out. They can also run though, because like I said, those two that I saw, they
run.
Yeah, they were like just slithering pretty fast across the street. But yes, I was other than that, at going back to Quiet Water, it was really cool. Once again, it just kind of reminds me too of a different version of Virginia Key. You guys really do work with what you have out there, and you get very creative with your trail system. It's really cool. Like the way there's there's kind of a berm as you go up, a little bit of a grade, and then you have a couple of little ladder bridges in one section, and you have that huge berm wall that you guys built that is massive. You know the one I'm
Yeah.
talking about? It's that new one.
The-
It's
the-
just, it's cool.
it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
hats off to the trail builders down here.
Yeah.
Did you get to Markham Park there when you were riding?
I love Markham. I love Markham. I love it almost as much as Virginia Key. I love that park.
You know what?
It's so
Gosh darn
fun.
it. I'm going there this week. I want to be honest.
Jealous.
Folks, I live we got all these parks everywhere and I have a wife and it's one of those things where do I want to spend all my time driving and then riding and missing out on time with my wife on the weekend? Or do I go 8 miles to Virginia Key or about that or 10 miles to Amelia? So my wife's gone this weekend.
Oh boy.
I think I might have to go to Markham Park.
Yeah.
I haven't been in 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's completely changed since I've been there. It's a totally different park.
Oh, it's oh my gosh, you're gonna have a blast. Oh, that's such because you're only what from where you are, you're what?
It's
Maybe
like an
half
hour.
an hour? Oh, it's an hour.
It's an
Okay.
hour. So an hour there, hour back. That's 2 hours of my time that I could be spending with my wife on the weekend.
Sounds
One of
really
those things.
yeah. I
She's
know.
going to start
So,
commenting.
so I have to ask, is that your boat? I saw on Instagram there was a video of you on a boat.
Oh, yeah, I got a boat.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on
I was,
down.
yeah, no, I was just
Trying to get
yeah.
Leah and Lauren out here.
Yeah. No, I love it down there. It's like it's so funny because my ex-girlfriend's not she's from there, but she's not a big fan of the Florida area, and I love it. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's tropical, except in the summers. I know it gets balls ass hot in the summers. But
Feels like 112
yeah,
with the humidity.
with the humidity, which I had to get used to being California. And I'm like, what is this wetness? It's like, I remember the first time I experienced that and I was just like, oh, I don't know if I like this. But
It's a moisture.
or it's
I
more,
mean,
yeah.
you're outside right now. I could not be doing this outside. I'd be just drenched.
Yep. Yeah. I remember last year I got done with the ride and it was really, a lot of my coworkers last year when I was in Georgia, they're like, oh, this is a hot summer. This is like normal. Because before, apparently, it wasn't like a typical July. And I got done with the ride, and it was like I took a shower. It was just
Yeah.
like I got done with the ride, and literally I could slap my shorts, and it was like I jumped in the water. It was just
It's like jumping in the water.
yep.
This is my wife's talking about iguanas run. Iguanas run towards your bike for some reason. She actually hit one. Guy was like
Jeez.
2.5, 3 feet. And she hit it with her front tire. It flew up over her. And I saw it run away, and his jaw was a little jacked up off to the side. And I said, I think he's going to live, but he's going to talk funny. They're going to be like, Gary, what happened? And he's going to be like, oh, no, yeah, hit by a car. He's a mess, but yeah, they just, I think they just sit there and wait.
Yeah.
They sit there and wait, and they're like, we should go now? You think we can beat it? You think we can beat it? I double dare you.
I call them your Florida deer, because out here we just have deer everywhere. So yeah, they're comical.
He definitely didn't live. Haunts me to this day. He lived. I saw him run, honey. You can sleep tonight. This is about Alexis, honey. This isn't about you.
No, I would feel bad too if I hit him.
So when you moved back to California from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you miss the California riding, or you kind of like both coasts? They have something to.
I like both. They're different, but they both offer different things. Yeah, I totally miss. I lived within 5 minutes from two really awesome parks. You guys, if you're ever in the Georgia area and you want just a couple of two fun parks that are literally like 10 minutes away from each other, Old Rope Mill Park. That's really fun. And then Blankets Creek Mountain Bike Park. They're actually and they're great too. They're well signed. They're not like overly technical rides. There's a couple of black diamond runs. There's nothing, but it's not like you're going to be like descending for, an hour. It's like, you go, it's like it's like you. It's a little climb, little descent, little climb, little descent, and then flat. And it's just, but they're fun. They have some cool trail features there. Also, to another awesome place in Georgia, they just opened up this mountain bike park about an hour outside of Atlanta. It's called Jared's Mountain Bike Place. Jared's Place. Can't talk.
Jared's place.
Jared's Place. It's a full. It's a shuttleable apparently that one glass is just knocking me for a loop here.
Messing her up.
Jared's.
For her.
Jared's place, it opened about 2 years ago, and it's I think it's like 40 or $50, which for California, compared to California prices, is not bad. But 40 or $50, and you just shuttle, you ride a shuttle basically all day, but you can just do laps. But it's really fun. They built some really awesome trails there, and it's brand new. So yeah.
Have you traveled a lot, or just East Coast, West Coast? Have you Middle Coast?
I've tried.
Do a lot of mountain biking all over the country?
I keep trying to, and keep trying to continue to find more awesome places to ride. Yeah. Yeah, I've been, although it's interesting though, I'm starting to familiarize myself with the SoCal riding, because I haven't really done a lot of riding down here, because my family just moved down here recently. But yeah, NorCal, Oregon area. I've ridden in Sedona a few times. Love it. It's just a mecca. Have you, Johnny? You have to go to Sedona.
I was going to go this past again. I was going to go. I mean, we were ready to go, and something personal happened, and we had to cancel. But I got to go to Sky Park. But this next year, I want to hang out with Sedona. It looks too busy.
Sedona?
Yeah. Or no, maybe I'm thinking of Bentonville looks too busy.
But it is busy, but Bentonville is also so fun. It's so fun. It's like literally like mountain bike Disneyland. There's trails everywhere. It's just like, it's ridiculous. Yeah. It's like in the downtown area is very vested in the mountain bike community. I mean, you can literally ride from downtown. You have to do it. It's just such a fun place. Oh my gosh.
But the festival, were you at the festival?
No, I didn't make it to the festival.
That to me just seems claustrophobic.
Yeah, I can see there's a lot of people there, but yeah, no, if you go just on a normal vacation, it's super. There's people riding, but it's pretty chill. Totally,
so
you have to go.
Now you're in Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys, are they all just parks, or can you just jump on a trail?
Hey, Mark. Sorry.
Let's just say hi. Mark Hill, ladies and gentlemen, from the segment. He just made it. Are you in an area kind of like Mark where you can just go out your back door and ride?
No, not right now. Well, actually, it's not too bad. I can head up. So Pasadena has some really cool stuff up in the hills behind me. It's a lot of climbing, but that's where the e-bike comes in handy. But yeah, there's some cool. There's a few cool trails. I'm still exploring. I definitely like. And then also to Mia and Lauren from Women's MTB. I went and rode their area too. So there's some cool stuff down there near where they live. And then I'm constantly Tony from The Outsider. I watch a lot of his YouTube footage, and he does some great stuff for showcasing the SoCal area. Yeah. So I'm just constantly looking, and that's the fun part too. When you find new trails, it's like it's like going to a restaurant. You're like, is this going to be delicious? Is this going to be not so good? It's fun.
But you know what? It's fun because you're on a bike.
Exactly.
So where do you ride locally right now?
Gosh,
you said you just got back from a ride today?
Oh yeah, I just went. So I just went for a road ride.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll ride anything on two wheels. Mountain biking is my preferred. But yeah, I'll ride anything.
Yeah, I only have a mountain bike, and I'll take it on the street all the time. I mean, it's just one of those. Is biking for you one of those cleansing?
Yes. Yeah.
I think that.
I think
all mountain bikers are just we do it because we just don't want to go to therapy.
well, therapy's cool too, but but it's never not enjoyable, and it's always an adventure. It really is. And it just calms the mind.
Now you bring up our good friend Mia from the Women's Mountain Bike Network. How did you hook up with her? How did that start?
So Mia actually started following. I think she started following me when I was in Georgia. and it was really cool because she would repost some of my content. I'm like, oh, thank you so much for doing that. And then as I started seeing what she was doing and is doing, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. She's just, because there hasn't really been, and I've been thinking about this too for the longest time. I'm like, there should be a platform for female mountain bikers to go to if they want to look for events, if they want to look for, coaches, if they want just essentially a hub for them to find out information. And there isn't really one. And that's what she's creating with this, with her podcast, with her social media platform. And so, yeah, I connected with her that way. And then when I came back here, because I remember she had said she lives in SoCal. I didn't know where, but I was just like, hey, I hit her up and I was just like, we should ride sometime. And she's like, hey, we're doing this awesome event. I would love for you to be a part of it. And I'm like, of course, I would love to. And then yeah, and then I got to meet you and I got to meet Mark. I mean, I had actually seen Mark. I'd seen Mark's his channel before, so I was just like, oh my gosh, Mark the segment. I was just like, I was so stoked. So yeah, it was. And then meeting you because you have such a great following as well. So I was just like, yeah, I was just like starstruck. I was like, this is so cool.
Very nice of you to say. That's cute.
I try.
May. I'm working on it. You know what? It's a hobby. It's fun. I'm enjoying the time. But that really is the first time you met Mia?
Yeah.
And all of us at Sky Park?
Yeah, at Sky Park. That was when you all were standing there. Becca, Mia, Lauren, you were standing there. Mark was there, and I was just like, that was the first time I met Mia in person. So yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
What a moment for all of us.
I know, it was like putting an actual physical body to the mass, the sea of content creators.
Isn't that cool? It was? I still say it. I said it earlier. Everyone was in 3D. Everyone's been in 2D for me.
Yeah,
right. 2 years now. I was a big fan. I was a fan of Mark, and we've become friends. And through him, I met Mia, and then Mia became like, I joke that she's my sister from another mister.
Yeah, totally.
We talk, we text, we call each other. I mean, it's just, it's an amazing. And have you been helping since you are a coach? Have you been helping with the Women's Mountain Bike Network in any way, or?
Oh, well, sorry. I just want to read Trailmaster's comment. That's awesome. I had no idea. I'm not familiar with the Tucson area, but that is so sick. That's really cool.
We've had a female mountain bike group, et cetera, here in Tucson for years now. Dirt Divas, part of old Pueblo mountain biking.
Oh, that's so cool. I have to look for them. I had no idea. I've only been to Tucson once, but I know the riding there is also epic. So that's so cool. But I'm sorry, with Mia.
Well, Mia, have you been collaborating or talking about collaborating? And since you are a coach, which I wish I knew you could have helped me.
You did absolutely fine. But yeah, we've talked about working together on certain things, or I've offered my help, or just I said, hey, if you need anything coaching wise or any help at all, I'm totally, I would love to be a part of it because it's just such an awesome organization that she's creating. So, yeah.
While you were out there, you had a big van. Are you a van lifer, or you use it as a getting around to mountain?
No, I live in the van. So some days I crash at my sister's. I couch surf at my sister's currently, and then some days I stay in my van. And then when I travel around, I sleep in the van.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
That's how I found mountain biking YouTubing. I never watched mountain bike YouTubing, but during COVID, I was like dreaming of van lifing.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, I started, all of a sudden there was mountain biking. I'm like, oh, because I'm old. YouTube was like a thing. And so I got into it, and I'm sitting in my office doing nothing. So you're living my dream.
Yeah, sometimes. Yes, it's fun. It is fun. It's a freedom to be able to park your house anywhere and just set up and just go ride some awesome trails. It's funny too because are you familiar with Single Track Sampler? He's back. He's Florida guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually when I was building out when my ex-girlfriend and I were building out our van, we were looking at his videos for how to build out. And I'm like, that's kind of, that's kind of what I want to start doing, just riding sick trails and, traveling around in the van. So yeah, it's part-time livable, part-time recreational. So
Yeah. I could see how I don't know if I could do it as long as single Alex. Um, it would be a lot to not
oh,
have that home base. And I've
yeah,
actually seen videos of him talking about like it's getting kind of
yeah,
the nomad lifestyle is a little difficult. But
yeah, for
you've
sure.
got a home base there. You can couch surf and
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. My mom and my siblings are super awesome about that. I mean, yeah, it's kind of nice to get that balance for sure.
now mountain biking is your life. You're a coach. You love it. You're the gear girl. When did that come to be? When did you go, might as well start making content?
Um, well, actually, I
Because
kind of always one of my when I was going through school through college, I either wanted to do like I was wanting to go into photojournalism, but I didn't end up finishing my degree, sadly. But I also was such a at that time was such a not just biking, I was just an outdoor junkie. So I really wanted to start. I was like, man, I wish I could work for like a magazine or a blog, because remember blogs were huge.
yeah,
And I was like, I really just want to test because I love to test product and talk about it. And
gear
I'm
girl.
constantly gear girl. So when social media started picking up as it did, I'm like, okay, I was, trying to come up with names. Obviously gear whore got nixed, I said, okay, gear girl, that's not bad. That's not, I mean, it's not like anything. It's not like this masterful, like, oh, this amazing name, but I mean, I'm like, okay, I'll go with it. And I started slowly posting, like, essentially, like, posting pictures of things that I was testing, and taking them to different locations,
Mhm.
and then or even just like as stories. Instagram stories started becoming popular, and YouTube I started doing product reviews. And yeah, my on YouTube, my slogan is "Will work for gear." Like I'll if whether like whether it's if I'm working in the outdoor industry, or I have to like if I have to pay for something to test it, I'll do it. And I'll put out my vibe about it and what I think.
So instead of working for a blog, you just decided, why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's so cool because I mean, I think you could probably, I mean, that anybody that's not, I mean, because back in the day, remember, you could only be a tester if you knew the right people, or if you raced. It was just, or if you were a pro racer, and that's
Mhm.
just never going to happen for me. I mean, maybe if I was in my 20s and I was really dedicated, but that wasn't in the cards. But I was like, man, I really want to do this. And that's what's cool about social media these days too, is because it really is allowing for, through these ambassadorships that they're offering, and content creators, and things that these companies are offering to people that aren't necessarily professional racers, is really it gives them a platform. It's like it's
Yeah.
not so myopic. You don't have to just be in one little niche of the industry to contribute. So I was like, this is awesome. I can maybe try to pursue this and see where it goes.
Yeah, that's you bring up a great point. Is and I was talking to my wife about this the other day. It was before you needed like to be on a TV or to start a podcast or to do any of this, you like needed an agent, you needed to know people, you needed an audio guy, you needed now for someone like you and me, we do it ourselves.
Yeah.
We have full control. I mean, I did a video the other day for a bike cleaning company.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
They didn't give it to me. I didn't get it's not paid, but gosh darn it, I just like doing it.
Right.
Do you find yourself just
Oh yeah.
because they're not giving it to you, you're still like, I want to promote it because I like the product and I want to
Yeah.
promote it because I like creating.
Yeah. Or just giving, and also too, like even working as like at REI, working as an outfitter, or
Mhm.
working at a bike shop as a salesperson. It's like I'm helping people out. I'm trying to help people out on a social media element. Like I'm basically doing what I would do at work, but I'm doing it for my own personal enjoyment. and, just to give my knowledge of what because I'll read up on something, I'll study it, or I'll, if the rep for the manufacturer comes by, I'll listen to what they're saying and just reiterating that or conveying that to a customer. So yeah,
But I don't even know where to go with this. You love creating. You were trying to. You were going to college. You're going to school for photojournalism.
Yeah, I wanted to be a photojournalist.
Oh, no, you picked that's what I do for a living. You don't want to.
That's what the teacher said too. He's like, I'm like, hi, dude, I'm wanting to try this, and you're bursting my bubble here. He's like, just like this very like macabre, just like very like depressed dude teaching my photography class. He's like, I tried this industry, it's terrible. No. Now I'm a teacher. I'm like, okay.
You know what? I always say it beats tarring roofs for a living. I get to hit record for a living. I get to wear shorts and t-shirts and have fun. But this is what I want to get to. Hold on, let me see if I can do this right, because I never can. Gear Girl. Yeah, no, don't OGs me. This is ridiculous. Let me take it out for a second. Your stuff is hilarious.
Oh, thanks, Johnny.
Beyond hilarious. Were you the class clown?
No, I was shy.
I'm not joking.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very shy. It's the alcohol talking. If I had to have a little liquid courage before I got on here, dude. I don't talk. I'm like,
really?
Oh yeah, I was very shy. I was in drama.
That's so funny. Okay, sorry there was a pause in Spotify if you're listening to this, but I was shy as a kid growing up. I was very shy. I was the kid in the background, just, I would talk if someone talked to me, but I was shy as a kid. Mike Sauce in the house and Tinkering Cyclist. What's going on, kids? Thanks for joining. But in college, I focused in theater.
Did you really?
Television and theater, yeah.
Oh, you said that. That's right. Yeah, at Sky Park. That's so cool.
Theater, huh? So you did drama. You were in.
Yeah,
I did. Like you could get up on stage.
Yeah, I know. But they do say if you ever look at interviews with like say with comedians, you think you're going to meet them and they're always going to be like super just like life of the party, and they're actually in private. I've heard they're very intense when they're not on. So they're quiet.
Yeah.
Like Robin Williams. He's one of my favorite comedians. Was one of my favorite comedians. Yeah. And I guess he was like super quiet when he wasn't on performing, or on.
Yeah. No, I've known a couple comedians, and one was very he was the life of the party. And I've outgrown it. I learned that through theater, but yeah, it's so funny that because you say you're shy, but then you have.
That's performing. That's not. Oh, geez.
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.
We are looking at her Instagram, ladies and gentlemen, and if you haven't seen it, you've got to go on it right now, and you've got to like it. Oh, look at this one.
Oh, yeah. Who's that?
What do you think about this?
Gentleman?
I love it.
What about this?
I love it more.
How about this?
I love it.
Mia, you lost your internet, dude. I was just pumping up Women's MTV Network that whole time. I was wondering why you were so quiet.
Oh, what? Yeah, God, we were talking about you forever. That's exactly.
I'm like, am I saying something wrong? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, God, come on, Mia. Mia, you can go now. We're done with her. We're already on to us being shy.
Yeah. Yes.
No, we love you. Yes, we are shy.
We are shy. I same thing though. I would never guess that you are shy because you are just very animated and funny and life of the party and just like, yeah, that's great.
was shy.
Yes.
Was.
Was
I'm
shy.
very. Someone. What was it? Somebody out at Sky Park said I had the energy of a lab.
I think that would be
Or
appropriate. Yeah.
a lab or a retriever, a Labrador retriever. Tinkering. He's shy, but you know what? Beer. I don't look at my sister says I don't even remember. I was shy, gosh darn it.
Your sister's not agreeing with this.
No, I was very shy. And she's like, he is not shy. But
With the exclamation, he is not
now,
shy.
no, I'm not shy. Now, where do you get your inspiration for this complete? Hold on, let's watch this one.
George Washington's taint. What are you still doing awake? Have you seen the time? Put the phone down. Go to bed.
Fine. Jeez.
I can't with I'm telling you, her Instagram, it's hysterical, folks.
Yeah.
Everything. Oh, sorry, you got that picture.
Oh, come on. That's a great picture of you.
And actually, I got some really good pictures from there. I'm just a big fat mess out there, but I got some really good. Hold on, we're just gonna sit here and watch your stuff.
I may have been a little irrational today.
A little.
Shut up! I may.
Where do you find your inspiration for these? Are they you get them from the memes that you see or you hear?
Yeah, I troll on. I also too love. I'm a big movie nerd. Like It's so funny because I can't. So I'm a twin. My sister that I'm staying with right now, we're twins, and I don't know if it's a twin thing or what, but we're obsessed with movie dialogue. Like it's almost to nauseum. I can't remember where I left my damn keys, but I can remember dialogue from I don't know, Goonies, like forward and back. No, not Goonies. That's not a good one. Like Hook or something. I'm thinking of random movies. Like
Hook, yeah, it's so random. Hook.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking of like okay, like I'm thinking of like childhood movie. Yeah. So I'm really a movie buff. I'm assuming you are too, being in
I
the
was a movie
industry.
critic for 20 years.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll scroll and then I'll see dialogue that resonates, and then I'll just try to create with that. So yeah, it's just and also it comes from experience, like that one with the one you just saw with the wheel. I'm always an aspiring mechanic. I would consider myself very novice, but whenever I try to go true a wheel, I just can't get it perfectly aligned, and it just drives me nuts. So that was just my little catharsis of, this is me losing my mind trying to get a perfectly true wheel.
So awesome. I mean,
oh sweet, Captain's Cog, you're a twin. Very cool.
The Gemini twin. I don't know what that means.
Wait, a Gemini twin. Wait, $50 what?
$50
I'm
bills.
lost.
I'm lost, but he digs your sense of humor. My wife is now following you. That's the funny thing. I'm glad that Mia brought us together because I didn't, and then all of a sudden I meet you, and then I'm cracking up constantly over this.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. And do you find
you can do the coffee one? That actually is literally. You can. Where's that one? That's literally me. If I'm allergic
Hey, friends,
to caffeine.
lovers, mothers, and other strangers, you're never gonna believe what happened to me. Oh my God! Did you see that? I almost did a half Nelson. I almost bruised my delicates, my doma. Oh, I got just Mr. Tomatoes. Huge news. Hey, friends, lovers, mothers, and others.
Okay, so there's an example. So have you ever seen Will and Grace?
Yes,
actually. So this is how nerdy I am. So I used to watch that show, and I actually remember the dialogue from that show. From that exact scene. So I found it and I'm like, oh, I could do something with how I'm allergic to caffeine with this. So there's how inspiration struck.
Will and Grace. Let's get back. I want to dive a little bit deeper in the. I did 2 MTV. Now I have the strength of a grown woman and a tiny bit. I don't know what my wife is saying. I know my wife says I think I ate my twin in the womb. C'est la vie. I told you she's a mess, folks. If you ever meet her, my wife is crazy. So you're a movie buff. Hit me with your favorite movie.
I did 2. I know I have the strength of a grown woman and a tiny baby. Oh, jeez. I gotta look this up.
Anyone get the reference?
Mia, are you throwing some? Are you throwing some dialogue that I'm not aware of? Oh,
She's
I'll look it
throwing
up later.
some. So, favorite movie?
Oh gosh, I have so many.
No, you only have one.
Okay. Casablanca.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going
I-
old school?
Oh, I've watched silent movies. I'm that nerdy.
Oh, I've watched Silent. I like it. My mom used to have a reel, my grandfather. And we
Me, I have
watched
never
it.
seen The Office. Sorry. I know that's blasphemy. Continue.
You don't know about the stapler?
Oh, oh wait. I thought that was Office Space.
Office Space.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
My
Office
my
Space. You've seen that.
my stapler. My stapler.
Yeah,
Yes.
the-
Oh yeah.
the
I've seen
stapler.
that. I haven't seen the show The Office. Her and her wife are obsessed with that show, so I will watch it someday.
Yeah, Casablanca. That's a good one. Booty traps. That's what I said. Okay, now we're going movies. Okay, what's your favorite genre of movies? I like this. Forget the mountain biking stuff.
I like drama. I love comedy. I like independent films. I don't know. You could, yeah.
You just like it all.
Yes.
Oh no! See, that's that. My wife hates me. My favorite. She's leaving for a week. She's going to Jackson Hole next week.
Uh-huh. Oh, nice.
I will do nothing but watch horror flicks.
Oh, I love horror flicks. Yeah,
That's
totally.
all I watch because she doesn't like it. So when she's gone, that's all I watch.
What do you like to watch? Like what?
Anything.
Okay,
Huh?
do you have a favorite horror movie?
Oh, you know what? I like the Saws, but I like your old school stuff too. I mean, I like your Freddy Kruegers, your Jasons, I like Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
One of my favorites that somebody told me that they didn't like so much was Jeepers Creepers.
Oh yeah, Jeepers. Oh gosh, I haven't seen that in
Oh,
forever.
that's one of my favorite all-time horror flicks. I love the monsters.
Yeah, totally. Do you watch any of the do you like any of the old we're gonna get into movie. I mean, seriously, you open Pandora's box here.
That's
I mean,
fine. This is a
we're gonna go off of
podcast.
mountain biking, we're gonna go into movies.
The people over there can just sit and listen. It's a podcast. We can just chill.
Yeah. Do you like any of Kubrick's stuff? I mean, that to me is horror. I know that was more than just horror, but I mean,
Well, you got your why did I just blank? Hotel.
The Shining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that creeped the shit out of me as when I saw it as a kid. I was just like, yeah. Especially the twin scene. Come play with us, Danny, forever and ever.
It's totally different in the book.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I heard. Yeah, for sure.
And I haven't read that one in the book, but I read the sequel to that. There's a
Oh,
sequel.
did you really?
Yeah,
There's a sequel to The Shining?
Yeah, I'm a huge Stephen King, not a movie, but a book.
No, I know that, but I didn't realize. Oh gosh, I feel like an idiot. I never knew there was a sequel to that book.
Danny as he grew up.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't
I
want
might have
to
to.
ruin it for anybody, but I'm a huge Stephen King fan.
Yeah, I love Stephen King. Oh my.
Oh
I'm
gosh,
trying- yeah.
here we go. Space Camp. My wife is going to throw that out, see if it sticks.
I love it. I don't remember any dialogue. Okay, shit, I don't remember any dialogue. Oh, wait, no. I do remember dialogue from that. I do. But
We watched it like 2 weekends ago. She had an itch because she actually went to space camp when she was a kid.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I wanted to go so bad.
Dogs monumental in his life. Wow, Pandora's, but I thought it was all about mountain biking, but now we've opened it up in the comments section. People are
Yes, Rad was my first ever bike movie, and I was like, I still love that movie, as cheesy as it is, and I'm acting so bad, but it's just
Send me an angel. Send me an angel right now.
And you can totally see that the guy that's playing oh gosh, what's her name? Who got in trouble recently for
Knocked my backdrop off.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
I forget, but yeah, that you could totally tell too. Like when she's supposed to be doing the bar spins, you can totally tell it's the stunt double. But it's iconic, you know. It's just like it's the best. Yeah. Never.
Oh, I love this. We're having so much fun with this.
Yeah,
That's all I can remember is to send me the angel and the lights are shining down.
Yep.
And I used to have a Haro Revo 9. I don't know if you ever got into doing street stuff.
I have a BMX bike. It's yes, they're
with
fun.
the pegs.
Yeah. No, I
And
can't do that, but yeah. That's
I
so
tried.
awesome. You did?
I tried. I wasn't very good at it, not at all. And I
Are
was
you being
older.
modest?
No, I'm being serious. I was not that good with it, but I wanted to learn, and I tried and tried and tried. BMX Bandits with Nicole Kidman.
With Nicole Kidman. Yes.
No.
I have not seen that yet, but I have to rent that. That's got to go on the. Yeah, you should, dude. You have to see the promo for that. It's hilarious. I think it was one of her first movies. It was. I think it's Australian. I'm pretty sure it was filmed in Australia.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
I messed up my backdrop. It almost fell on me.
Okay. Since we're going, let's keep going. American Flyer. Have you ever? That's a road movie. Have you ever seen that? That's like Top Gun. That's like Top Gun and that's like Top Gun and Breakaway had a baby.
With Kevin Bacon?
No. That's oh gosh, what's that one?
What's that one? Where he's a
Quicksilver?
Like Messenger.
Is that Quicksilver?
Yeah, no, Quicksilver's out, isn't that? Oh,
No, that's not. No, but no. This one's with Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner's a cyclist in this. Dude, it's hilarious. BMX
I
Bandits was
love
rad.
it. BMX Bandits was rad with a cool criminal storyline. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm old. Anything Brat Pack. Yeah.
yeah,
God bless
that's
the
my
80s.
sister.
God bless the 80s and the 70s.
Oh yeah, anything like 16 Candles or any of those.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't can't go wrong
Still
with
horror
that.
flick. We just
Yeah.
binged all the Insidious movies
Oh, did you really?
because the new one has come out. So
Oh, right. Yeah.
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver. I
That's
was
it.
right. Okay.
The road
Yeah.
bike movie. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
He just
you-
went off the rails with this now.
yeah, sorry.
But
get
you
me
don't have
going.
just a favorite movie, just right off the tip of your, like something that you go to, like your Shawshanks or your,
Like something that I watch on repeat, maybe?
well, just something that's always stuck with you. Like I can name it
Um,
off. Boom. Leon the
yeah,
Professional. Gary
I guess-
Oldman, my favorite
Yes.
actor. of
Oh
all
my
time.
gosh. That was yeah, that was that's an amazing movie. I love The Fifth Element. That's a great movie.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I love so many movies, dude. I can't shoot. I mean, and I can't, like I said, Casablanca, because it's iconic, it's like that one always to me, just like the way it was filmed. Yeah, I know it's an older movie, but yeah, it's that's one that I really like.
I
I love V
movies.
for I love V for Vendetta. That's the Wachowskis.
Yeah, that was with,
The ones that did The
what's her
Matrix.
face? What's her face? Natalie Portman.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
Leon the
Yeah.
Professional.
I have to say too that that when I was younger, I didn't acknowledge it at the time, but yes, I had a huge crush on Natalie Portman. Who didn't? Who doesn't?
Oh,
she's
beautiful.
she's beautiful. But who is Alexis's favorite female mountain bike rider? I love Rachel Atherton. She is just a beast. Do you know who that is, Johnny? Rachel
No,
Atherton?
no,
She
not at all.
she's British rider. She's won the World Cup. Oh gosh, how many times? Many times. She's going sorry, reading the dialogue.
Okay. That's my
I
wife.
still have a huge crush on that. But I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, she races with her brother Guy and Dan. They're like the trifecta of racers. Maybe she's Welsh. I forget, but anyway, she's Rachel Atherton. Look her up. She's an amazing technical rider, and she's just ridiculously. She actually just came back from having a baby, and she just won a World Cup race overseas recently. It was pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Spaceballs.
Now, do you have any? Are there any people that inspire
I love
you
Spaceballs.
as a creator, as a mountain bike creator that has inspired you to move forward and to pursue it? Or
sorry, I'm just reading the comments. Oh gosh, there's so many. I mean, like even just seeing like your stuff, I mean, it inspires me to, like, your humor inspires my creation. Mark's stuff is comical as well. Tony, I really love Jess the Maker. She is out of Bentonville. She's just, I mean, Mia and Lauren are good friends with her, and she's beyond comical.
Yeah,
And I really, in a non-comical way, I do really like a lot of people like him. Burn Peak,
Yeah.
Seth Spycax.
You
Yeah.
just say Seth.
Um,
We all know.
he's very like ABCD, you know, he's very, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that kind of inspired me too. But yeah, I'm constantly always looking at different, you know, what different people are doing, different content creators, and you know, and sometimes too. I mean, I'm sure you do this too. You just flip through stuff and you find something that just just cracks you up, and you're like, who is this person? So,
Yeah, I remember finding the Colorado Kid for the first time and going,
oh yeah,
"What?"
yeah, he's hilarious.
I'm
Yeah.
like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
Like, and I found him through, I had interviewed BKXC, Brian
oh
Kennedy,
yeah,
and
yeah,
he was nice enough to come on early on, and I was watching his videos, and all of a sudden I see this guy called the Colorado Kid, and it was before he was doing the real goofy stuff. And then I found him, and then you know, you get finding your voice. Here's a question for you: when did you feel like you found your voice? Because it takes people a minute. I mean, I've been on television for 20 some years, but to
oh
find my
wow,
voice in this realm, in this mountain biking realm, in these YouTube and Instagram realm, it took a minute. Like when I first started, like the tease I did for our interview today,
yeah,
that energy, that stuff.
yeah.
That's how I used to tease my movie reviews on TV.
I could
That
I could
kind of
totally see
energy.
that. Yeah,
But when I first started out, I held the phone and was like, "Hey, everyone, this is Johnny from Mountain Bike Q&A. Tonight I
yeah.
have," and it was very, because I didn't know. Did you feel what? I don't know what I'm getting at. Did you feel comfortable at first, and then you started getting
No,
the flow?
no. I think I'm still learning it, honestly. You know, and you know, it's like I don't know if you feel this way too. It's actually easier for me to pretend, like to do the gag stuff for me. That's easier for me than doing what you're saying, like going on and just being like, "Hey, check this out." That's something that's harder. And I feel like I started getting more people interested when I started doing the gag humor, and kind of because I have, even though I'm shy, I have no qualms about making a complete idiot of myself.
Yeah.
You know, got to find the humor in life.
Yeah, it's fun, but yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know where to go with this. I knew I could do the comedy on TV, but I didn't know. And then I started finding people. I'm like, oh, the comedy is in mountain biking too. So I'll try. I'm nowhere near anybody. You know, I'm just a little guy. But
you're getting there.
it's just stuff like this that inspires me to. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I don't even know which one to go to. I guess I can just click on any of them.
Yeah, here that one was when because I
I don't have
recently
some
had that.
cake soon. I might die.
Why don't you just have an apple?
Why don't you mind your business? If I don't have some cake soon, I might die.
So like that one is because I recently, you know, I injured my Achilles playing basketball because I, as a 40-year-old, decided to jump into a basketball game after not playing for years and just try to play with a bunch of 20-year-olds. And I snapped my I didn't rupture it completely, but I pulled my Achilles tendon. I'm still recovering from that. But that was me basically. If my foot could talk, that's what it. It's like, you know, just chill out, and I'm over here going like,
That's so
I hate you.
ridiculous. Oh, God, that's right. You were still, when we were at Sky Park, you were talking about how you weren't 100%.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was gimping around. I was gimping around like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I was just like, you know, it's like I was trying to be subtle, but it's just I'm still recovering. It's peaks and valleys for sure. But yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you find that the comedy helps you mask your shyness?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. You know, it's just, yeah, because it's weird because yeah, I can just I can just put on, like, you know how, like, you know, if you've taken drama, you know, it's like it's all about getting into character, and you know, I mean, I'm not method or anything, but you know, it's just you know, but it just kind of takes you away from who you know, just like your true self, I guess. I don't know.
Not going to tell you. It's funny because I do have not moments of shyness, but nervousness.
Really?
And my wife will say, when I'm nervous around people, my wife will say that's when the comedy really comes out. That's when the goofy Johnny comes out, is when
Yeah.
I'm really nervous, because I figure I don't know, it might be a deflecting or a defense mechanism for me. I can be less nervous if I know people are laughing at me or with me.
Yeah. But hey, you know what? Like a moron, because I'm outside. There's a plug out here. I gotta get my plug real quick. Give me 1 second.
She's getting plugged, folks. Let's add this to a stream. Oh, there are dogs in the house. Meanwhile, we can look, guys. She has gear. You can actually go into her Instagram.
Sorry about the hounds. Sorry about
Yes,
the hounds of the Baskervilles over there.
You can buy Gear Girl stuff. You know what? I would proudly wear Gear Girl stuff. And people are like, "Are you a girl?" No, but I'm a huge fan of the Gear Girl.
Thank you.
You know
I
what?
appreciate that. Don't die! Don't die on me. Okay. There we go.
Shit.
Okay.
It's just ridiculous stuff on her Instagram.
Uh,
You've got to go on and follow her. Watch this stuff. She's just. Here's one of them. Okay, here we go. This is where we're going. This is where we're going now. You are now an ambassador, and you are now an ambassador of state bicycles.
Yeah, they picked about 50 or 60 people to do that. Hear me?
We can hear you, but it's kind of like far away.
What about now?
Perfect.
Okay, sorry. Technology. They picked about 50 or 60 people to be ambassadors. You know how companies do that. And I got picked, so I was super stoked.
So you got picked. Like, did you like apply for it, or?
Yeah, you know how companies will throw out on Instagram. They'll be like, "Hey, we're looking for ambassadors for the year," and I'm always on the lookout for that. So I was just like, "Oh, I'll apply and see what happens." And yeah, so I got picked for that. So I'm really stoked because I love their company. They're out of Arizona. They make pretty reasonably priced gravel road fixie frames. So yeah, so I'm really stoked about that.
You got a fixie. That's another one.
Yeah.
Scares the crap out of me.
Really? Well, I get it, but I don't run. I have a front brake on there. I'm not running it completely.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had to hop that back, because I know a true fixie, a lot of guys, you lift the back wheel and back pedal to stop.
Yeah. Oh, I used to attempt that in my youth, but I'm not, my legs can't really take that. So.
Because I actually built a single speed, and I was going to make a fixie, and then I go, no. I was watching so many. No, you know what it was? I was doing a story with a guy, no arm, no leg, riding in the what is it? A pelodrome?
Yeah, the velodrome. Yeah,
a velodrome, not a pelodrome, a velodrome.
That's actually a cool name, though.
A pelodrome.
Isn't
cool
that
name.
The
word spelled the same backwards? Gotta eat. No, you can eat while watching, sister. You will. Don't you leave us. Don't you leave us. So anywho, I got on his bike and I said, I love bikes. Do you mind if I get on your bike and ride? It was a fixie, and I'm going around a velodrome.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't stop. You actually have to go down to the flat part and just let it ride out.
Yep.
I was so scared.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Pounding, because as soon as I went to stop, my feet just kept going, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And it's right off the wall and down. Is that how your bike is right now?
It's fixed, but it's just it just has a front brake, so it can assist with my stopping. And yes, and especially in the Los Angeles area, because fixed gears and track bikes are huge down here still. Yeah. I'm sure they look at me and they go, they're like, well, it's, it has a front brake. But yeah, I'm trying to save my legs here, because but I've been in the velodrome too, and it's just, it's scary. It's really scary.
It was like, wait a minute, this wait, it's like a Peloton. As long as your wheel is moving,
as
your
you, yeah,
legs are moving.
yeah. It's
Um,
always fun when you're out riding and you try to cook, because I mean, and you forget because you want to coast and you're just like, whoa, it's just, yeah, it always throws you a little bit for sure.
Now, what's involved with being an ambassador?
I mean, it just depends. It depends. It's
You have to post a certain amount, and
it depends on the company.
Oh,
Some
okay.
company, I mean, there's different tiers, different levels of ambassadorships, and it's kind of like it's same. It kind of coincides with influencer. I just like to use the name ambassador, but so like for state, you get pretty heavy discounts on parts and bikes and things
Oh,
like
wow.
that. And then yeah, and then like for state, they list like, okay, so if they actually give you points towards credits for gear, if you like, you get a certain amount of points if you post an Instagram post, you get a certain amount of points if you do a YouTube feed.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's different. Some, I mean, ideally content creators, like to get to a point, and that would be awesome. You want to get to a point where you're representing a product, but you also might be getting compensation for it. I'm not even close to that, but that would be the goal ideally, is to, or at least to be able to, continue to work with other brands and, try different product. But I love doing it. Like, I just like to be able to, just because I mean, like, I love photography, I love videography. So for me, going out and creating content for, to help out a company and promote a company, even in the smallest way, I love it. It's just really fun.
Yeah, this content creating thing is just so it's what's funny is, sorry, I'm pulling up your
You're fine.
thing.
Oh, hey, Captain's Cog from LA.
Captain's Cog. What was I going to say? I'm sorry.
No, sorry. Did I interrupt you?
No. There we go. Sorry, I'm still new at pulling up things. A lot of people don't get it. And it's so funny to me that people don't get the content creation and the need for, not even the need to, the want to do it. And
Right.
It's what you're talking about. You just like sharing the products, the gear.
And also the so like for me, like a big thing I was doing, I had a series that I was doing, like I was like getting paid for this. It was called Gear Girl Goes East, and basically a lot of the videos are of me reviewing different areas, different riding areas. Wow, my hair is dark there. So it's just like you flash across.
Yeah, you've got Quiet Waters, you got Markham, you've got
yeah. So I mean, and then yeah, I like to take it's fun to build up bikes, or to work on bikes and give them makeovers. I do that too, but and then I have this thing called What's in My Gear Closet, which basically is just me reviewing a product, and then like that one in the middle is tips and tricks that I just from this would, like, tips and tricks is something I would tell a customer if I'm working in a bike shop, so yeah. So it's kind of so YouTube is more of like me doing product reviews, park reviews, and then Instagram is where I have more of the humor following and more of the goofy stuff.
Yeah, this stuff is, but this is great, and I could see you growing this out because you are good at creating, like, and I'm not just saying this because you're on here. But I mean, this is testament right here, is like everything that's on here, folks. If you go to her Instagram page, which is the Gear Girl on Instagram, and you'll see her with her, you're so dialed in at doing so. And the comedy is just, it's so fun. More blowing sunshine up your butt. How did you come up with that?
With what?
Your logo. Who came up with that logo? How did you come up with that?
So I'm also a huge Star Wars fan. And my ex-girlfriend is a graphic designer, so she designed the logo for me.
It's great. I mean,
thank you.
I think we talked about that out there, and hold on, I got to pull it back up again. Yeah. That
Yeah,
is
if you're
the
ever,
first
I gotta throw her a
follower.
shout out. I gotta throw her a shout out. Megan Glavy, Maggie G Design. She's really she's really talented. If you're ever looking for a sweet logo,
I got
so
this cheap one from Adam Mock. I figured
okay.
just.
Dude, your logo is so great. It is so great.
Is it not? I'm not even lying. Like Adam surprised me one day with it. Like I didn't even ask him to do it. He goes, check your email. And
It's awesome. It
all of
is
a
so
sudden he pulls
perfect.
it up. Oh,
Yeah.
see, Mark loves the logo.
Yeah.
Man,
See, Mark loves
solid.
the yeah. It's iconic. It's so great. It's so great.
What is your dream or goal with your content? I mean, would you like this to be part of what you're doing?
Oh, I would love it to grow. Absolutely. Yeah. It's hard because, it's a very saturated market, but yeah, I would love to be able to grow more followers and to just, continue to share the stoke, and just my knowledge to the best of my knowledge and stoke about riding and the outdoor experience and also the humor of, of what we love to do, which is, biking and outdoor recreation.
I find that interesting. You say oversaturated, not oversaturated, but very saturated. A lot of people are like, mountain biking, aren't you going to run out of people to talk to? And I'm like,
No.
are you aware of? I mean, everyone has a mountain bike nowadays. It's crazy.
I
Everyone has
know.
a GoPro.
I know, it's crazy.
Excuse me. But wow, I told you, I warned you. And this is the first time it really happened. The train derailed.
You're fine.
Where do you see yourself with mountain biking? Are you're going to always be a coach? Talk to me about coaching.
I would love to continue to coach. I would like to get to a point when I'm financially in a better place to start my own company. Like coaching and guiding. I'm still working on that. But yeah, coaching is just so rewarding. It's awesome. I mean, dude, it is just like it just makes me realize why I love this sport because it's just like even if it's just the smallest thing, like someone, learning how to, just how to do a front wheel lift, or just like, just anything, or just getting out on the section of trail and maybe doing, cleaning a line that they didn't think they could clean or going off a little drop, anything. It is so cool to see people become passionate about the sport and get excited about it, and it's a pure feeling, something I never experienced racing. It's like the complete opposite of that. Not that racing's not fun, but it's just like it's a different kind of joy.
That I love that you're teaching future riders. You're actually getting to witness that moment of when they go,
yeah,
I did it, and I went past that thing that was blocking me.
Yeah, for sure. And there's so many awesome coaches out there that are just like that are doing so many wonderful things. Oh, cool. They're just doing so many awesome things, and it's just like it's a continuously growing industry, mountain bike instruction, and it's just like I'm stoked to be a part of it. I'm just like I said, there's some coaches out there that I'm like, I'm not worthy. I mean, they're just like, they're so little Wayne's World there. They're just doing such amazing things for the sport. Joanne Yates, she's huge. She's out of, she's an amazing coach. I am so inspired by her. She's out of Sedona, Arizona. And sorry, Joanna, if I butchered your last name, I apologize. And same thing, Jess, the maker, she's also a coach. There's just, and then I'm kind of going, I'm aging myself with this, with Shams March. He was, he used to ride for Marin Bikes. He was a professional, I think he was a professional free rider, and he coaches as well. He's amazing. But yeah, there's just so many cool people out there that coach and instruct. And it's just like, yeah, it's really cool because you can there's so many, like if anybody out there wants to get their certification, you can get it through, there's 2 organizations and there's always classes available. Just to get your level 1. I mean, BICP, I forget what the acronym is, but they are all over the country, and there's always classes open and it's not super expensive.
B&E MTB, Brian. I think this might be Brian or his wife Erin. Nothing better than watching someone new take that next step. When you see somebody conquer that drop or that whatever, the skinny or whatever you're teaching them, and see that look in their face, what does that do for you?
Oh, it's like a big bear hug. It's just like it's just like, and I just like, I'm just like kind of how you were at Sky Park. I'm just grinning from ear to ear.
I was a big idiot in Sky Park.
Oh, you were having so much fun.
Well, because I got to meet
Riding
Eric
Dirty. What's up,
Dirty.
dude? I love his content. He puts out some just awesome stuff.
His stuff is stupid. You know, this is about Alexis, but but go check Riding Dirty too.
Yeah,
this stuff is killer. Captain Cog wants to go riding with you at El Prieto.
I've done El Prieto. That's a fun trail. Yeah, for sure. That would be awesome.
Meet you out there, man. Hit her up.
Yeah.
DM her on the Instagram. Is there something? You're a coach.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something that you would love to be coached into doing? Are there features or something that you're like, yeah.
So I have always been, and I'm always working on it. I don't consider myself a good jumper, good at jumps. So I am always working on that, trying to get better at that. There is a fear factor there with that, because I just think sometimes leaving the ground in certain ways still intimidates me. I've been riding forever, but so I'm always practicing jumps. And actually, yes, I would love to take a class, to take another class on jumping again, and just to perfect my form. Yes.
Yeah.
You're the same way. You're not really into jumping, or you're not?
No. I don't know if you were like this as a kid. I jumped BMX all the time. That's all we did. As soon as we got home from school, we went to the gorge and jumped and hell track and whatever we called it. But as I got older, leaving the ground scares me a little bit. I do that dead sailor thing, and maybe Eric one day could teach me how to jump. But I did get a little air. I posted a video. I did get a little air, and I got a little giddy.
Yeah, right.
And I got giddy, and now there's a new, and I might hit this weekend at Amelia. There is a new jump section. Did I lose you?
What happened?
You're looking at me funny. Did I lose you? Eric, you got to teach us how to jump. We don't know how to jump, and he knows how to jump. Did her earpods die?
I clicked something. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like looking.
No. I hit
something. But yeah, there's some about the rubber leaving the ground spooks me a little bit. And I think
it's for me. It's all about it's the timing, and it's also it's a height thing for me. And then it's wanting to be as precise as possible on the landing, because that's where shit hits the fan. Usually on the landing, because you're just trying to, so it's all about wanting that control. And I'm just, like I said, when I'm out there riding, I'm doing it, but I'm definitely not like, I've been wanting to go to that park, Swappy. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. Swappy Bike Park. That's down in Camarillo, I think. Or is it Camarillo, or is it close to there? I know it's close to where Mia and Lauren live. So and
drops, like I can do a couple feet. I have no problem with that, but that's another one. Are you comfortable again with leaving because down here, I learned mountain biking in South Florida. This is where I've done it. So your tires don't ever leave the ground here, rarely.
I've seen some drops there there's that one section where there's those 3 tiers of drops. Those are pretty. Those are
Virginia Key?
Yeah, Virginia Key.
Yeah, I tried the middle one. It's like 4 feet or whatever, however you go.
Yeah.
Where you lay. It's all like dropping to flat. And I have no Virginia Key. You guys are beyond the most incredible trail builders. But I have trouble with big drops.
Yeah, no, I do know. Me too. There's a certain height that I mean, I can do, like, you know how there's usually, if you go to bike parks, there's usually like the 1, 2, 3s.
Yeah.
Usually, it gets higher as you go up.
Yeah.
If I can send some of the bigger ones, but it takes a lot for me to get the comfort to send it. Because also too, I mean, as you get older too, dude, you're not made of rubber anymore. It's like, so all, if it's just, if you feel, I tell students that too when I'm teaching. Especially if you're riding, and there's a difference between challenge by choice and just not feeling comfortable doing something. And it's okay to walk away and try it another day or never try it, because it's not worth injuring yourself if you don't feel it's in your comfort level to a certain extent.
Ride for you. Don't ride. That's like when we were doing a party lap at the end with Adam at Sky Park. Were you part of that party lap?
I wasn't. I wish I was.
I was like, just everybody go. Just everybody just go. I'll be the last one in the pack. And I ended up being in the middle of the pack. But it was just, I was like, I'm so used to riding for me.
Yeah.
And taking my time. And then all of a sudden I've got like 15 dudes behind me. And I'm like, I'm like, I gotta go.
Right.
I can do your drops where we're talking about then when I'm doing downhill. Because I have done downhill, and I've only ever done it, a little bit in LA, and then I ride out in Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
But it's when I'm flowing and there's a drop, and you just go and you keep flowing. But some of that stuff at Sky Park, the first time we tried it, I had like Joey Yates behind me or somebody else, and I'm like, you sure you want to be behind me? What if I fall? Or it's one of those. Never. But I ended up living.
Yeah, that was, I think it was Adam Mock's footage, or maybe it was Mark's. Was Mark part of that party train? It was someone's footage. I just thought it was hilarious. I thought it was great because it was just like, you guys just all sounded like you were having fun. And I was just like, oh man, I shouldn't have left that soon,
Adam actually did a whole video with just me.
That's what it was. Yeah. That was
like,
so
what?
cool. That's so cool.
Let's talk about that community.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing out there. I mean,
they really are.
Talk to me about what it's like to be a part of that community out in California.
Well, I mean, it's the Southern California community is just like, I mean, the vibe is just so high here. And like I said, I just got here, and it feels very welcoming. And like I said, there's so many just cool creators down here. And it's just like, they're just, they're very, very inviting and just super stoked to ride, and just, like Segment, Outsider, Trail Dogs, just like all these awesome creators down here. It's so cool.
And they do this.
Yeah.
It's open arms, man. Like, I'm a guy from Miami, and I meet you guys, and I meet Mia, and I met Becca,
yeah.
Becca, and I got to finally meet.
Becca's actually, she's back east. She's up in I think she's up in New York State.
Yeah, she's up
or New Jersey.
Jersey, I think.
Yeah.
But it was like this big party.
Yeah.
Where everyone, like, I don't know anybody from Adam, like, or I do know Adam, but it was just so amazing to walk out of the car. I was with Mark, and we got out of the car, and just people were coming.
Yeah, totally.
And it's just such an incredible vibe there. Mark left his bike on the back of the car in the parking lot. He had another bike with him. He just left it on the you wouldn't do that in Miami.
Really?
That bike would be gone. He was all day. There was a bike on the back of his car he never brought in.
Yeah.
You guys are so amazing in California. You're my people.
Yeah. You got to come out here again.
If I could afford to live there.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, we are the most expensive real estate.
That's why I'm living in a van. But yeah, no, it's just, I'm going to miss, I am going to miss the prices in Georgia for sure. But but it's all good.
No,
I said that.
I was going to say, I just can't speak enough highly about you guys out there. And I'm not bashing anyone in the Midwest or the East Coast, but there is a certain vibe out there in Southern California that is just is amazing. And for you to be a part of that, it's,
Yeah.
I mean, do you appreciate it or?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's just like I said, I'm just starting to get to know all of these creators, and they're just super, like, just super awesome stoked. Just like, just very, just, yeah, like you said, open arms, just like, nice to meet you. Just like a really, really cool group of creators down here. I'm jazzed. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading Mark's comment. Yeah, I remember that. And I remember Becca was like,
I thought it was great that you guys put me in your video. I was just so moved by the love that I was getting by going out there, and people, it was Mark's video, my video, and then yours and Adam's, and I was in a bunch of other little things, and I was just like, my gosh, man, it's just so.
Well, you have an infectious energy. You really do. You have an infectious, inviting, fun energy. Why wouldn't they want to put you in their videos? Why wouldn't I want to put you in my video? It's just, it's great.
Well, I appreciate it. What gets you up in the morning? What gets you up in the morning? What gets you on a bike? What is it for you?
Well, it's either that or medication. No, I'm joking. But there's nothing wrong. And but I was gonna say there's nothing wrong with medication. I like I told you, I said on the I do suffer. I've suffered with anxiety since I was a kid, and there's just times where I just like I just literally want to sit on the couch and just watch TV. Like, it's debilitating at times. But biking, so yeah, totally. And with biking, for me with sports in general, it always, and especially outdoor sports, outdoor recreation, nature is my church. So for me to be able to just get out there, there's a primal way with a primal feeling of, even if, like, whether you're backpacking, hiking, biking, there's something so primal and cool about being out in nature and being physical. So for me, that is just, it's my joy. It's just like getting up and knowing, like, hey, I'm going to go check out this trail today, or hey, I'm going to go cruise to this location. And pushing past that, whatever the fear is or whatever is going on, the squirrel that's going on in my head, so that's what gets me going.
We are kindred spirits with the bikes, the movies, the anxiety.
Yeah.
Before we started this, I just got done with my therapist.
Did you really? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's no shame in my game. But
no.
Captain Cox said it. You said it best. Nature is your church. I mean, what are some other things you like? You like hiking?
Yeah, I originally gear girl, and sometimes I throw in some stuff there that's not bike related. And I got that too from working at REI. So I used to be a pretty avid rock climber. I love backpacking and I used to do trail running. I can't do that anymore right now because of my Achilles. But hiking. I love hiking, and dude, oh my gosh, there are so many. I'm so bummed right now because I just can't do it with my ankle, and I want to, but there's so many cool mountain ranges around here that I want to tackle. That are there's some good elevation for sure. But and then I'm trying to think if I've done anything else. Oh, kayaking. I love kayaking.
Oh, I love kayaking. I kind of miss it now that I got a boat.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Can't you just? Oh, sorry.
Well, no, we got it. It was one of those things. We had a kayak, and that's all we did on the weekends. Go kayak.
Yeah.
And now I got a boat. I'm like, well, I just turn a key and hit a throttle now.
Yeah. You know what I really want to do is I want to go kayaking in the Keys. I have not done that yet. I got to come out. Yeah.
I've kayaked around Key West twice.
Have you really?
Yeah. Well, my buddy swam,
so cool.
and I was he was in a swimming marathon type thing where him and a buddy swam around Key West. They do 6 miles, and the other guy does 6 miles, and I was their support kayak.
Oh, no way, dude.
Yeah. God, you got to come on down, man. Come on down with me.
Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah. Oh, is she coming out there?
Well, we talk. Mark come out. Let's everybody, y'all get an Airbnb by my house.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do. I have, like I said, I was there a few months ago. I just like, and like, you know, I would go down there a lot. Like I said, I'm just like, I'm bummed when I was living in Georgia. I didn't, because I'm down there all the time. I was down there all the time. So yeah, but yeah, I love it there. I love the Miami area. It's
See?
it's fun. Yeah, let's do it. I want to come
Well,
back.
hop on his plane and go with him.
Yes. Does he have a plane?
Oh, Mark has a plane. Yeah, he's got his pilot license. He's got one of those G130. What is it? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He doesn't have a
Did I
I'm
tell
an
you my
idiot.
Did I tell you my middle name is Gullible?
Yeah, so is mine.
Jeez,
That
you
would
could
be
have
an epic-
kept that. You could have kept that one going for a while, and I would have just been like,
I don't know. We haven't talked. He might have it. Gear Girl, Alexis.
yeah.
This has been
Johnny.
a pleasure and an honor.
Thank you so much.
This has been great, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this talk as much as I did. This was a great chat. I got to know you a lot more. I could keep going. I should. No, I would get you back to your life. There's
No,
dogs.
you're all
Talk
good.
to me about the dogs real quick.
Those are my sisters. They're not. mine.
Okay, but what kind?
One is a mutt. He's like a Jack Russell like terrier mix, and the other one is a miniature poodle.
Oh,
They're very vocal. Do you want them?
no, I have two very vocal dogs. Believe me. Hold on. So much fun, Alexis. This is awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Mark,
Who is that? Is that your wife? MTB
MTB TNA, yeah,
That's awesome.
very much so. Yeah, she is.
That's so great.
Well,
I
I'm
love
Q
it.
and A. She wanted to be something, and
I love it.
hit that
Oh my
like
gosh.
button.
I wish
folks.
I wish I would have met her. I'm so bummed I bounced at that
She's
point.
ridiculous. You know what it was? You guys were off doing whatever, and then we were hanging out, and then she went to go do some shooting range and something else, and then you guys had
cool.
left.
Oh,
There was all
yeah.
kinds of stuff there at Sky Park. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, I know for sure.
Nice tires. What tires?
What tires?
What tires? Do you have tires?
There's a reflection of the fixie in the background, but
Oh, that's her state.
that's the state. Yeah.
That's her state. Sitting out there just getting rusty and all that humidity in your SoCal. I'm kidding. Oh, him and his,
Kenda.
you got to go into Mark's Instagram and see the
Oh, got
the
it. Okay.
Alexis.
All right. Johnny, it was
Focus.
awesome. Sorry.
Thank you so much. I am honored to have been able to spend this time with you, and I hope I did a good enough job getting your name
did
out
great.
there. And
Thank
I
you.
wasn't asking, but I was just, I hope I did. And I really appreciate your time. Folks, all her stuff is somewhere down here, her Insta and her YouTube. Also, I think I forgot, put your merch.
Yeah, I have merch on Teespring. If there's a link in my
I
profile.
am not going to be ashamed to rocking Gear Girl, or not ashamed, but like having a guy wear Gear Girl. I'm going to rock it.
Thank you. They're gonna be like, what? But I will send you one.
No,
I'll get
stop
one.
it. You can't feed mother and child on giving food away
Oh, it's fine.
or giving
It's
stuff.
it's just for gas money.
Folks, down there, Alexis, thank you so much. I can't thank you
Thank you,
enough.
Johnny. I love your stuff. I can't wait to watch more.
I
And
can't
I want
wait.
to see you soon.
Can't wait to watch you grow more.
All right,
right.
you too.
We out, folks.
All right.